Our crew.
Basically, for a long time, I've wanted to do YouTube, so I was kind of worried about doing it by myself. Thinking about it, I don't think I could have done it by myself. So I was glad that I had some friends that I knew I could, rely on. And one of those friends was Cam.
Hey, Cam.
Hey, you said you wanted in rehearsal today you were
Yeah,
talking about, wanted to talk?
yeah.
I called him up one day. I actually talked to him after rehearsal about maybe doing this, and I called him, and we talked about how maybe we should do YouTube together. And it was kind of a stretch for me because I didn't know how he'd react to it. I didn't know if he would want to even do it. But I figured, hey, if anyone at my school will want to do YouTube, it's got to be Cam.
This is kind of weird, but I was wondering if maybe you've ever thought about doing YouTube, and if you'd maybe like to work like together to on like a channel and stuff, and like just for fun, like nothing like super serious. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would love that. Absolutely. I mean, Zach gave me a call one day. This was when we were involved in the musical program together. When we were both extras, we didn't really have much to do in actual rehearsal. So eventually Zach gave me a call one day after rehearsal and asked me if I would be interested in doing YouTube, making a channel with him. And I was hesitant. It seemed weird to me because I don't find myself to be super entertaining, or I didn't at the time. So I was a little hesitant to take him up on the offer, and I also had no technical expertise. People who know me, I'm the least techie person in the universe. So Zach said to wait on it a little bit, and said he had an idea.
I don't know. We'll talk more tomorrow. But I just wanted to run the idea by you, let you like sleep on it. Yeah. I'll talk to you later.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Bye.
After talking to Cam, I kind of realized that maybe Cam wouldn't be the best person as kind of my tech guru that would help me like edit videos, and he just didn't seem to know that much about it. And so I was like, okay, there's this kid that I sat next to for the past like 2 years in Spanish class, and we had really great conversations. We were both kind of nerdy, talked about video games a lot, and I was like, who might actually be a really good fit for this? Ryan.
Hey.
Yeah, well, one of the initial reactions was like, I have no idea what YouTube looks like. I have never, I've never been on the platform, obviously. I don't, watch a lot of YouTubers. I just kind of knew it was a thing, and I thought it was kind of cool. I just didn't know what it was like. So I was like, this could be a really cool opportunity to try something new and like try to actually, do something out of the box. And it was just really cool because Zach like asked this spontaneous question of like, hey, you want to do YouTube? And I was like, sure, I guess so. Yeah, sounds good.
So you know Cam, right? Do you have, Cam Anderson?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
So a little while ago we were talking about maybe doing YouTube together, but we figured it might be too much like for us two to do. So we were wondering, what do you think about like joining in and like doing like us three together, like as kind of like a little like trio?
That could work, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so how about lunch? Let's meet in the science lab together I'll get Cam. And we can talk about this. See maybe if we can come up with some name ideas and what.
Yeah,
what
that'd be really cool.
My first Minecraft username ever was Narf90342. I still remember this. Literally, when I created it, it was Narf, which is actually the name Frank backwards. That's how I got Narf. Narf is Frank backwards, and then the time was like 90342. I think it was 903 and 42 seconds. I think that's exactly what I put in the back. And so that turned into Narfy, and that turned into Narfy Man, and then that's how the name Narfy Man originated.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, my origin story is kind of interesting with my name at least. I'm very, very particular with names. Like usernames, when they ask you to create one for a character, are my nightmare because I spend an ungodly amount of time trying to figure out what's the perfect username for this specific avatar. And it's even worse for me because it's like trying to name yourself. I can't do that. So I spent a solid probably 2 days with and I had it narrowed down to 2 actually. I had it narrowed down to Time Warp and Dr. Radiant. And that's kind of where the name originated, was this love of physics that eventually deteriorated and just became kind of a quirky name that I go by.
Now, while some of my friends may have fascinating stories about how they slaved away trying to come up with fun names, or they had this name for a super long time, I'm just a nerd. I love dragons. I still do. If I could have a pet dragon, oh boy.
If you can picture, we were kind of like the Avengers of YouTube, where it was like we hadn't really seen anyone take 3 individual channels and make a combined channel. And it was odd because we came up with our pseudonyms first. I mean, Ryan had his at first initially. I came up with mine second, or actually Zach came up with his second, I came up with mine third. And we were kind of looking at our 3 names like, what name can we all 3 fall under? And Zach was the one who had the idea, why don't we take the first letter of each of our names and kind of make an acronym?
So we made the 9 arrangements of all the different ways you can arrange that, and honestly, just KDM sounded the best. Like MDK, now, like DMK, psh, that's stupid. So we went with KDM, and the color schemes kind of followed suit, and it was really, it was an interesting project.
So, as previously mentioned, I am kind of the techie, but I'm also kind of like the art head of the entire channel. I actually designed the KDM Entertainment logo, which actually started out as the KDM Gaming logo, where we have the 3 letters with just filled in kind of nice, fun shapes and stuff, simple, you know, that sort of easy style with the colors, and then gaming underneath. That was our original logo. Obviously, KDM Gaming didn't work out, so we changed it to KDM Entertainment, and I was just like, let's switch out the thing underneath, and so KDM Entertainment.
We started off doing Minecraft vids, which I don't know if they ever were popular, but we thought they were when we started. We started off doing these Let's Plays on KDM Realm, is what we called it, and they were great. They were a good start. It was nervous. I mean, I was nervous, at least, when we started, because I'd never done anything like this before. I'd never recorded a video of myself that I'd been proud of and put it on YouTube. And when we recorded that first video and I put it out there, I was proud for the first time.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of our KDM survival series. I'm joined here with Knarfy Man right there, and then I have Dr. Radiant on this side of me. And so this is our survival series.
So for one of the rehearsals for White Christmas, actually, I came to rehearsal to like ask Miss K about tech and stuff and like see what needed to be done. And it turns out that a couple of the boys actually had dropped out of the musical and they needed boys for the musical. And so Zach especially, but both Zach and Cam were both like, hey, Ryan can do things, he should join the musical. And I was like, I have never sung in my life, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, haven't danced, haven't done anything. They kind of convinced me, and Miss K was like, Ryan, you want to do it? And I was like, okay, sure. She literally took me into a back room, I sang a few notes, and she was like, all right, you're in.
What's going on, guys? Us 3 are here with our first little vlog thing. We are currently at a theater.
Once we got vlogs going and our Minecraft Let's Plays, we're actually doing surprisingly well because, God bless friends and family, we started moving on to mini games.
We're on a map here called Spleef 52, I believe, created by, I think Brandon MC is one of the creators. All these guys are pretty great. Tabor G, Dog338, why?
Well, one of the things that we all 3 really loved for a really long time, even before we even started doing YouTube stuff, is sketch comedy. We all loved Studio C. That was one of the things we bonded over almost, was like Studio C videos, the funny sketch comedy stuff like that. Just funny sketches that people would post on YouTube. We just loved that stuff, and we were like, I wonder if we can do some of that. And so we actually, before one of our live streams, we were literally thinking about cooking dinner in my kitchen.
Welcome to the pancake making vlog of happiness and...
Cam, that's next week.
You'll find, going back in our history, that actually a lot of our best content is stuff that we just kind of showed up on set and improvised. And this is kind of one of our prime examples of that, is we were just planning to stream that night. We just had a Brawlhalla game that we were downloading that we were like, this would be fun to play on a live stream, but we all ended up getting to Ryan's a little bit early, and we were all hungry, so we decided to cook up dinner, and Ryan brought out this camera, and we all thought, why don't we just vlog this? We could just like vlog us making pancakes, and it went from being a vlog to being a sketch, and from being a sketch to being our most popular video in under a week. And so we ended up encountering a lot of success with sketch comedy, and that grew into our next phase of the YouTube channel. So, high school is kind of where we found ourselves starting this YouTube channel, which is not ideal. A lot of YouTube channels begin in college and take off in college. We did not. We started in high school and we didn't really have a whole lot of time. All three of us are involved in AP classes, honors classes, extracurriculars, just crazy stuff. So YouTube kind of got lower on the priority list as time went by, so we just didn't have the time that we would have liked to put into YouTube videos, and as a result came the update vlogs. And this is something that we continued because time didn't get any freer, unfortunately, but they actually became some of our most endearing videos. It's just, taking something mundane and making it into something fun. And that's kind of always been the spirit of the channel, in a sense, is taking something that normally wouldn't be entertaining and making it into something that people would watch.
We had this idea that we wanted to do something, bigger. We wanted to do more of a story and kind of create something with what we've already created almost. And we started creating this storyline, and we started calling it Project KDM. And Project KDM is basically our made-up origin story, if you will, and it's amazing. I love it, first of all, but it took us a very long time. It included, writing all the storylines and stuff, and including, all the recording and all the editing and all the recording the shots and stuff, and it was so much fun to make, and it was just so cool to create this storyline where we have a villain almost, and we have these main character basically, and we create this storyline with Minecraft characters of all things.
And we really kind of discovered each of our strengths in this. We found out Zach is kind of our idea man. He started the whole thing, and to this day he's still kind of the one who introduces the idea, who gets the ball rolling. And then Ryan's kind of the big overheaded supervisor, where it's he'll come in and take on a certain aspect and say I'll edit this, or I'll construct the set for this, at least in Project KDM. And then I was much more the detail oriented, this can be tweaked, this can be changed, let's put the music here, maybe if we cut this a little bit earlier, I'll write the script, that sort of thing. It's really the honing fine details. So we almost worked as a filter, where it was we'd sift the sand through the three of us, and we'd come up with this, finer sand, I guess. I had a better idea of where that metaphor was going, but it really works out, and that's still to this day kind of the formula we follow for our YouTube videos.
So one of the things that was very popular on YouTube, and quite frankly still is live streams. And as we went on, we decided, we should consider doing live streams together as the three of us, because we figured, hey, we could make some pretty good content. And I'm not going to say who came up with the idea to do KDM live streams. It was me. But, we decided to start doing that, and our first live stream was actually done by me and Ryan on his channel. Oh boy, that was a rough live streams.
So live streams in theory were a really good idea, but in practice, it was kind of a different story. At the beginning, we very much didn't know what we were doing. We very much had the software. I was like, this is a cool software, let's use this. That looks really good, and it looks like it does a lot of things. And I just had no idea what I was doing, and these guys obviously didn't either, because I'm the techie. Sorry. But we very much had no idea what we were doing, and so it was just kind of playing it by ear the whole time. We had a lot of Wi-Fi problems for a long time, and we still have them sometimes. Hopefully we're getting those figured out. But we've had a lot of issues in the past, and it's kind of become something that I've loathed, is the issues that are always going to happen. I love the live streams. While we're doing the live streams, it's so much fun. But like setting it up and like troubleshooting and like getting everything set up is just pain.
You know leeches, how they were used by doctors like in medieval times, where you'd like put them on the arm and like the leech's job was just to like suck out the bad blood to make sure that nothing was going wrong? That was kind of my approach to dealing with the problems of live streams. Only I didn't hook onto the arm, I kind of hooked onto Ryan's eyeball while he was working on issues. In short, I just wasn't very productive with anything.
One of our live streams in particular was kind of a big deal to me. Basically, starting Christmas of, oh boy, what was it, 2017? I started working on a project as kind of like a Christmas gift for my two friends that do YouTube with me. You may know them.
I had literally no idea that it was him. I had zero idea. And you can actually see on the stream that while he's showing us the game, my face goes very suspicious. Because I started out with no knowledge of anything that was happening behind the scenes there.
But basically what I did is I took our backstory from this other thing that we were working on, and I made it into like a video game for us to play. And we played that on the live stream, and it was good. I was very proud of it.
What's been blowing our minds is that we've actually started getting viewers who don't know us. Like, more often than not, more viewers watch us who don't know our names than people who know where we were born and where we were raised and our parents and all that sort of thing. It's just random people. And one of the craziest moments for me was when someone put in the chat during one of our Bendy streams, she said, "I have to go to bed now, it's 11:40 where I am." It was like 9:40 when we were playing the game, and that was just shocking, because that's someone on the East Coast who was watching our videos, and that was just mind-blowing. And so that was when we really figured out that we had found our stride and our
So after we've kind of been, doing a few things and hanging out and, working on stuff, we finally started having these sort of out-of-the-box and spontaneous fun ideas for sketches and for just different videos, which include like KDM cuts, the police sponsor video, we have the police carpool videos, we have all these different random little videos, there's a Mario Kart video thrown in there, there's like all these different little things that are like so fun and spontaneous and just like the little sketch ideas that we were just like, this is so fun. And it grew into this thing where we're like, we can kind of record anything and edit anything and put it out there. And that's kind of the point where our channel is now, is like we can kind of edit anything and have fun with whatever we're doing, and it can work with our channel and work with our subscribers. And it's just really cool.
With the prospect of only having, maybe 5 or 6 months left where we can really upload steady content, it's been really hard for us to kind of cope with what we're going to do after all of this comes. And of course we'll have times when we get back together and do things as a group. And honestly, if this thing goes somewhere, we may find ourselves doing it, the three of us, after college. I mean, depending on what 4 years holds for each of us in our careers. But regardless of what the future may hold, I do know that for as long as we're together, we will continue to make good content. And because we have such amazing subscribers, we'll continue to be watched. And so in that spirit, we wanted to say thank you guys so much for an amazing 2 years.
Thank you guys so much. It's incredible that we've gotten this far. I literally started this having no idea what we were doing. I've gotten to a place where I'm like, I could potentially do this in the future as my job, and I'm literally going to school for film because of YouTube. So you guys are literally the reason I'm choosing my career.
The idea of having a community on the internet in general is mind-blowing to me, because we didn't start this with that really in mind. We just kind of had it as like, we have a few friends who think we're funny, so let's make a few videos just to entertain them. We didn't expect to be entertaining 100 people at the end of 2 years. We can reach out to people on a weekly basis in our live streams or through YouTube comments, and we know who watches. We have people who come who are brand new, who don't know what we're about, and we can reach out and say, hey, we'd love to make you laugh. Can we interest you in this video?
My original idea of starting YouTube was just for fun, just an excuse to hang out with friends more. And I'm really proud of where we've gotten.
To the point where we've started getting fan art. I mean, that's ridiculous in itself.
You guys have been phenomenal. Family, friends, people that don't even know us. All of you people are amazing.
And though, I mean, we're only at 100 subscribers, we are at 100 subscribers. Like, that is a big deal, people.
Guys, it's above and beyond what we ever expected, and we're so thankful that you have made that into something that you take into your daily lives and something that brings us joy daily.
Thank you guys so much.
We will always be here for you, whether or not we're making new content, but we hope you enjoy the videos that we have and continue to make.
And we appreciate all the support that you've given us, and we really couldn't have done it without you guys.
Yeah, you guys are fantastic. We couldn't do any of what we do without you people, so...
Here's to 100 and to 100 more.
Or 1,000,000 more.
Or that! I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, not complain.
Alright,
Thank you guys.
we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye!
I'm gonna clap once, because it's easier to just clap once. No, stop this.
About one day at rehearsal, I came to see technology.
And left in pain.
Again, obsessed with physics at the time. That died very quickly, but I thought it was so awesome that it would like build up and create, this logo.